So where we left off, it kind of seemed like you girls, well, a few of you, were kind of going the route of, yeah, that's what Contessa wanted to do to Dr. Heavenly. And Dr. Heavenly was saying, security, security, security. I don't know. Now, the thing is, I think we're above that. This group of ladies, I think we're above that. But to be honest, I love Married to Medicine, but y'all have fought before. Y'all have literally fought before. If we're being honest with one another, how you stamped it was season one, Toya and Mariah fighting and actually fighting. And then it's like, okay, well, we're really more high class than this. But the truth of the matter is how you all got burned into our living rooms. Y'all were actually fighting. So it's just been a long time. And then, well, was it really that long? Because then we had the broken glass and the fight with Lisa Nicole and Quad. So when you really think about it, you heifers been fighting for quite a while. Yes, 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 yes. I'm playing devil's advocate. I am. I do. I love the ladies of Married to Medicine. But when I really sit down, because we really do, we always talk about how this is such a classy group of ladies, and they wouldn't do this, and they shouldn't do that, and this how you got burned in is how y'all actually do. Y'all do the stuff that other people do. Y'all have done sometimes more than the stuff that other people do. But I think we just like you so much that we kind of forget. We kind of forget. So this is really not that far off brand for real, for real. I still don't like it though. I said all of that to say I don't like it. I don't. I just don't like it for y'all. But it is what y'all have done. Y'all have gone low. Y'all are just as cutthroat, and y'all have been just as vicious as everybody else. But I like you. But I don't like it for you. So I just had to say that because we give y'all, oh, they're classy, they're doctors, yeah, but y'all can be just as ratchet as everybody else. Just as ratchet. Y'all have broken glass. Y'all have had the police called. Y'all have talked badly about one another. Y'all have said stuff that made our mouths drop open. But we do love you. But yeah, it just kind of is what it is. And y'all getting to a point where it's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly. And the thing is, I don't think y'all like being in that space either because y'all were mortified at your own behaviors. After it happened and it got all out of hand, and y'all don't really have security, I don't think. I don't think y'all really have security like that. And when it got all out of hand, you all were mortified with your own behaviors. And y'all are looking like this is scary. And this the whole thing of Jackie running around for the next day and a half pretending to be hurt. And were you really pretending to be hurt, Dr. Jackie? Because Dr. Jackie ain't no young girl. And I know, listen, I go fall over on the floor. It ain't gonna be the same as when I fall on the floor when I was 25. So, but she didn't sustain any injuries. But yes, Contessa, in the midst of your rage, you did knock Dr. Jackie down. But Dr. Jackie was in the damn way. And she tumbled. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't purposeful, but you did knock her down. And you did put 20 on. Come here, Contessa. Come here, Heifer. When you sat and you talked to Scott, You put 20 on 10. Now, those of you all who have been around and you've heard us, because I know a lot of times y'all watch different YouTubers and you hear us say certain things that we've been saying for a long time, like backpedaling and pussy pop. And some of y'all heard that and you think it's a kiki, but you really don't know exactly what it means. A lot of y'all do. If you know, you know. But there's some of y'all to be saying what we say and don't even know what we talking about. And I noticed that a lot about putting 20 on 10. And we would say, oh, that putting 20 on 10. And a lot of people don't really know what that's about, but they be using it because it sounds catchy and it's funny. But what Contessa did, that's putting 20 on 10. Now, what happened between her and Heavenly and the things that were said. And then when she sat down with Scott and she talked about what was said, you didn't need to add any extra. What was said was horrible. It was horrible enough. It was a bad look for Heavenly, to say it. And especially with the fact of the friendship that y'all had, it was low. It was a low blow all in itself. When she said your mama's stupid and we know your mother's deceased. Okay, that was low enough. But unless it's somewhere in the cut film that we didn't see, Heavenly never said F your mama. She didn't say that. That's putting 20 on 10. Shit's bad already, but you going to add that extra layer on there to just make it where there can't even be. It's like, oh no, you can't even weasel your way out of it. But unless it all hit the cutting room floor, no, Contessa. She did not say F your mama. We ain't heard that. Now, and it ain't letting Dr. Heavenly out because Dr. Heavenly used completely out of order. Completely out of order. And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna, because I'm flying through the show, back into the beginning of this episode where the ladies kind of separated out. They separated themselves away from each other, which is one of the things with you are a classy group that you all knew that you all had gone too far and you were able to separate yourselves out. See, that's the difference between wild dogs and ladies. Because ladies sometimes do get out of order. It just is what it is. Sometimes a lady got to kick her heels off. Still a lady, just a lady acting out. But you were able to separate yourselves out and really diffuse the situation. No police. No, it didn't even have to get all like that. Y'all were able to pull things together. Y'all pulled out, and then Quad sat over there, and I cracked up because Quad's dramatic. So she wasn't doing what she do. She was like, I'm still sitting here eating my food. Her and Phaedra. I saw these heifers. They sit there eating their food. And then when Jackie and Heavenly joined back at the table, Quad told her, that stuff you said about the mama stuff, Heavy. That ain't cool. That wasn't cool at all. So that was the thing. That was Contessa's been fussing again, putting a little 20 on 10, like nobody is correcting Heavenly. But yes, they are correcting Heavenly. And they corrected her, and you're around. I don't know what you want them to do. It's the same thing with Quad. Quad's putting 20 on 10. Yes, we understand you were hurt. We watched it. Some of us were hurt for you that it happened. But again, now we're saying, what do you want? Okay, you hurt me, you hurt me, you hurt me, you hurt me. They're like, okay, I'm sorry. But, oh, you hurt me so bad. Okay. And when you're looking back at it, it does look crazy because it kind of supports some of what they're saying. Like, okay, they've acknowledged that what they did, it came across a bit cruel. Maybe if they had thought it out, they may not have wanted to go that route with it. And let's not do that again. But it's like, okay, now what do you want? Because they're like, well, what do you want, girl? You want our firstborn? You want us to draw blood? Well, what do you want? So that's 20 on 10. This is what 20 on 10 looks like. It's just the extra that solidifies that we can't go no further. Okay, but you really hurt me. You wanted apologies? We gave you apologies. Now you're questioning the apologies. But again, and that's again, some people are laughing and keying. You know, they're laughing and keying like, girl, your apology was shady mistake. Again, women being women. And it just draw. It's like this constant, it is, I'm trying to say it in a nice way. The shit's getting old. We need to move this shit along. It's getting old. Okay. All right. All right. Simone finally did. You know, Simone said after I actually seen it, and I seen the hurt from her, because Simone was dead set. I ain't apologizing. I ain't doing it with Quad. I know what Quad gives, and I ain't feeling all that. I ain't doing it with her. I apologizes to her, and then we be good. And then something happened on social media. We ain't good no more. I'm tired of going back and forth and round with Quad. But then when they actually got to sit, that's the whole thing of how they actually were friends. When they separated out, and that's what happens with friends, actual friends. When we're separated out, we could be mad as hell. And you start hindsight. I said the other 20. Hindsight is 2020. So when I'm separated out from you, I'll be mad as hell because I'm actually going through all the shit you done and all the bullshit you done said. And I'm like, you know what? And then I'm making myself angry because I'm like, damn it, I could have stopped you there. Why did I let you do that? And when you're not there, that's the self-work that you got to work through. Like, okay, can I move forward from it? But then when they come back together, it ain't that. Because that's what they do. Quad and Simone, I remember when Quad and Simone were close. There was a point where I loved seeing Quad and Simone interacting with one another. I was completely shocked the first time that they actually fell out, to know that they really be falling out like this. Like, how is that possible? But I see it. And then when they come back together, you got Simone, she did fast, or I'm not apologizing. I don't give a damn how she feel. Quad's like, I ain't going to move forward without no apology. But then when they get back in each other's presence, damn, was I really not mad? Am I really ready to be done with you? That's that love piece. That's the love piece. And that's where you can see some of these ladies really do have actual connections. I think a lot of that is why we be letting things go and we be trying to slack, because we see it. We can see it. They really are a circle. They really are a circle. Yes, I think they be hurt a lot of times, but when they come back together, whatever that little thing is, it starts happening. And I'm going to tell you why I know it's real between Jackie, Heavenly, Quad, Simone, even Toya. I'm going to throw Contessa in there too. I'll throw Contessa in there too. But I'm leaving Phaedra out because it ain't the same with Phaedra. Phaedra fake as a $3 bill in this circle. Phaedra don't give a good damn about nothing going on. This is work for Phaedra. She's at work. These are her people that are at work. And once she goes home, she could care less until she has to report back in. That magic that you see with the ins and the outs and the coming back together, that Phaedra ain't even a part of it. That's why you see her sitting on the sideline when Quad was doing that 7 weeks and nobody called, nobody reached out to me, and she was like, she don't give a shit. Now, is she wrong for that? She mean, because she's sitting around making TV, making good TV with it. She making a clown out of Quad, and then sitting around grinning and skinning with Quad. She don't give a damn about you. She don't give a damn about you. She shaded you coming in the door. She used you for her storyline, and now she's sitting back playing in your face. There go another one of our sayings, playing in your face, because she don't give a damn. You were pouring out your heart to your circle of girlfriends, and she was sitting over there rolling her eyes in her head like you were the most ridiculous bitch that she had ever come in contact with. Playing in your face. So it's a large dynamic, and that's why we watch you. This one putting 20 on 10, that one acting wild, and this one playing in your face. Why wouldn't we tune in? It's some of everything going on, and that is Married to Medicine. So yeah, no, our girls, we like them, but no, it ain't the thing of, ooh, we so above every, no, we just like everybody else, and it's gotten to be very reality TV, and I think it's a lot of the online stuff. The social media has kind of like bumped y'all down a notch. Y'all, it bumped y'all down a notch, and I ain't saying that's bad. It ain't good, but I ain't saying it's bad. It is pushing you more into the reality realm. I don't think y'all storylines be all made up. Y'all be really mad with one another, and a lot of it I think has to do with social media. If y'all stop, y'all wouldn't be fighting as much, but then would we have a show? Moving on. So that's just a circle. It's just a circle. Let's just keep filming. Anyway, but yeah, Phaedra, Quad, she not your friend. I don't give a goddamn what anybody says. She used you for a storyline last time, and she turned on you. She gave you her whole ass to kiss, and then now she's sitting around clowning you while you ain't looking. She's playing in your face. Anyway, Jackie started praying, and again, that's where I seen the girl group again, and I was just like, kick Phaedra out the circle. Just kick her out. Like, kick her to the side while y'all pray. Because first of all, you shouldn't get into a prayer circle if you're not being genuine, because you really run the risk of having the shit struck out of you playing games. Because Jackie was doing a real prayer. Jackie wasn't pretending. And the women that were in the circle weren't pretending, except for Phaedra. Because what would she do? Really just stand there? That's what she should have did. That's what she should have did, because you're sitting there playing at prayer. You should have just stood there, because you didn't give a damn about what was going on, and none of the feelings that was going on in the circle. You was giving, child, give me my check, child. Anyway, moving right along. The next day, child, Quad unified. I said, God bless King. Okay, I've been watching King because I don't really know him, so I've been watching to see King and how King moves. King good for Quad, because he sat there, he was listening, and nobody could tell me that King was really interested in everything Quad was saying, because she was running it down, baby, and he's being her best friend. He was just listening. I said, I know he is like, oh my God, are burning my ears with this bullshit. But that's what a good man does. He listens to his woman, and he holds his eyes like that when you know he really want to go to sleep. Damon does it all the time with Heavenly. Damon could give a damn about what Heavenly's talking about. They don't care. The only one of them men that really care about all that old gossipy ass shit that be going on is Eugene and Cecil. They don't care. I bet Jackie don't be burning up Curtis's ear with that. Curtis ain't going to even pretend with Jackie. Anyway, so that's a point in that's what feather in your cap, Mr. King, with Quad, because she was running it. It was so funny. And then they be shady down to the Bravo with Quad, because she was going, they always say that she does these long diatribes where she's talking. So they're making it seem like, oh my God, like she was talking so long. But it was a lot of stuff she was saying. And he was just like, yep, uh-huh. He couldn't repeat half of that shit back if he tried. I just laughed. I said, okay. So that was interesting. Then Dr. Jackie is planning the second annual Med Gala. Gala. I'm glad she was doing that, because I thought that was really cool last year when she did that. This time she's doing Enchanted Garden of Motherhood. Phaedra, this is another thing that puts you right in the line of fire, I do believe. But I don't know, Jackie. Okay, we'll see. Anyway, but I think the Enchanted Garden of Motherhood, perfectly on brand, sounds very groovy. I can't wait to see pictures of some of the things that the ladies are going to wear. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see that. Damon and Eugene sat down. This is what I was just talking about. Eugene trying to play peacemaker between Dr. G and Damon. Damon don't give a shit. Damon ain't breaking. Damon is just like kind of okay. Like it is what it is. Why he's so soft? Why is he feeling like this? And Eugene is like, well, just why can't you just be the bigger man? Because you're just saying stuff and be as though you feel like he's off, and you saying stuff and it's kind of hurting his feelings. So just kind of, and Damon's like, I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm like, Dr. Damon, I don't know, because I just don't know where y'all at. But this is just, it's a lot. It's a lot, but there's a lot of things that have been said. This argument with Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly has just gotten too far out to kind of brush off at this point. It's ugly. It really, really is ugly. And then also the stuff with Scott. Scott, Dr. G, and Cecil were out and they were talking, but Scott is feeling some kind of way about Heavenly as well. And I'm like, I don't know, because it's, again, Scott and Contessa got a lot to do with that, because, again, she's fully in and entertaining what's going on with Heavenly instead of like cutting it off. So they're just, and then she's telling Scott, and then she adding to it, and she's telling Scott what Heavenly said about him, and it's just getting too messy. It's really getting too messy. Please, Scott, stay out of it. Just stay out of it, because it's not gonna end well. But I think some of the things that Heavenly has said about Scott has hurt Scott's feelings. He keeps saying that it ain't hurt his feelings, but he's lying. He is lying. The things that Heavenly has said to Contessa about things that he was doing, because he was doing it. He was doing it, and Heavenly called his shit out. And it hurt his feelings, because I think he liked Heavenly at one point. He really did like her. But she's calling him out for the mess that he was doing. He wasn't being very nice to Tessa. We all watched it. Some things he did were very manipulative. He was running circles around her because, again, she was doing whatever she was doing. He was running circles around her, and he was actually overpowering her. And then she got this friend that was pointing it out, and she caused problems at their house because it turned Tessa up. She literally put a battery in Tessa's back. So yeah, it's too involved. It's too involved. Heavenly got too involved, and she was too comfortable saying the things she said. She put the battery in Contessa's back, and now Contessa's mad at Heavenly, which is crazy. It's crazy. But what my grandmother used to always say, it's the truth that hurts. And I think a lot of the things that Heavenly said, Tessa knew was true. And when the veil's off, it hurts. It hurts. So I don't know how they're going to get past it, but they're getting too deep. They're getting too deep. It's just getting too deep. It's kind of really ugly. Anyway, moving on. Contessa sitting over there with Phaedra. Contessa, Phaedra's doing the same thing to you that she's doing to Quad. She ain't interested. She was so uninterested when you were sitting there talking. You was beating her eardrum. Her eardrums were burning and bleeding at that mess that you were saying. She don't really care. She was over there making jokes about you being greedy and eating up the snacks from her room. She was sitting there clowning you, and she wasn't interested in what you were saying. And you just pour your heart out. She don't give a shit. She don't give a shit. Moving right along. Let's go on down to this fire pit when they had the little fire pit. Now they get to the fire pit and they're trying to like pull things in because we almost to the end of the trip. So they got to pull things in. Okay. and clean things up before we go home. And everybody's on board to clean it up because this is what we do. It cleans it up, except for the new girl that don't know how this worked. That ain't got no business being here. Sweetie, you just backwards and walking backwards out the world. And they're telling her, everybody was saying, shut up, read the room, shut up, honey. And then Toya just had to blurt it out, girl, shut up, honey. Read the room. They're saying, we done got the argument, calm down. Ain't nobody fighting. Everybody saying, let's leave this here. We got to go on and we're going to start somewhere else. We're going to leave all this alone. And Sweet Tea, well, I just want Heavenly to, I just want you to stop. I just want you to stop name calling. I just want you to, she kept saying, I ain't talking to you. I don't want to talk to you. Girl, I'm saying, please stop talking to me. Well, I just want you to, and I just, I said, Lord have mercy. And it just got to the point, everybody was like, girl, shut up. You just don't know no better. Poor thing. You don't know no better. Poor Noni P. Sure, that's Noni P funk. She don't know no better. Anyway, moving on. So they go on home. Got another little appearance from T.S. Madison down to Dr. Heavenly's office over there messing with Zachary. He's coming in there. He said, I'm future Dr. Zachary. This, that, thing, the other. I just laughed at him. It's like future Dr. Zach. That just sounds so funny. That's such a mouthful. You're Dr. Zachary, child. Come on. You cool. But yeah, Maddie's in there and, you know, had her time on camera. So that was cool. See my sister on there. Moving on. Quad and King. And I said, here go another feather for King. King is funny. King is funny. And yeah, Quad likes you because she lets you crack a joke on her. And she don't allow people to crack jokes on her. She really don't like it. But she cracked up laughing, and it was funny when he said, what you got on? You got on your boss baby outfit. And I had to sit back and look at what she had on. And it was so odd for her because she's usually all dressed up. When she ain't doing shit, she don't be doing nothing. She was slinging fish around in that kitchen and carrying on. She'll be all dressed up. She had on a onesie. I said, what is she doing with a onesie on? And I started calling it her boss baby outfit. So that was pretty funny. And I let her say, oh, she must really do like you, fella, letting you make jokes on her with the camera running. I said, okay. So another feather for King. This is the stuff that I was waiting to see. The interactions where we ain't talking about no materialistic stuff. We ain't talking about no drama. We're just seeing interaction between King and Quad. I'm here for it. I'm being nosy. And yeah, okay, so that's 2 feathers in the cap for King. Yeah, I'll allow it. Moving on. Curtis actually called Scott and asked, so what's going on with your wife? What's going on with your wife? And the whole thing is that they got, they've heard little things and they wasn't feeling the physical altercation either. Nobody really mad at anybody or anything, but just they're informing the men that things got a little bit physical. So I think as a group, they're going to all get on top of, like, come on, y'all, with the physical stuff. And when Scott had a conversation later on with Contessa, he told her, no more physical. No more physical. So even with her putting the 20 on 10, telling what happened, and he didn't like what was said or what was supposedly said or any of that stuff, he's like, yeah, she wrong, but none of the physical stuff tests. So I'm like, okay, cool. Again, yeah, because they really do like, they're mad and they really do like each other. Jackie and Phaedra sat down with Monet. Now here we go, Phaedra. I think you get ready to show your old nasty piece of dirty slip. So Jackie, and I don't know why you did this, but you made Phaedra the co-chair for your event. And you talk about she got 70-something unanswered texts. And she's like, you didn't call me. You didn't tell me this, that thing. I'm like, this is some of what I was saying earlier. She don't care about nothing that got to do with y'all. She don't care. She doesn't care. And then when I really figured out that they're having this conversation and it's literally a week before the situation and Jackie's like, I'm 15K in the hole at this point. And Phaedra's claim to fame is how she could do this donations. She could raise all this money, and the donations are actually going to fraternity mortality naturally, with Jackie's whole thing. And she's 15K in the hole. So like how we get ready, if I'm 15K in the hole, ain't no money to go to the charity. And she's talking about she could raise 100K in a week. And then I said they shady down there to Bravo. And I don't doubt that she could raise that kind of money in a week for something that she care about. I'm going to say that one more time for the ones in the back, because I know some of the Phaedra fans is y'all probably want to put your hands around my neck, but don't do it. Don't you do it. If you put your hands around my neck, I'll break your arm. Okay, so don't do it. I think that by all means that Miss Phaedra could pull together friends that will give 100K in a week, but only for something that she cares about. And I don't think she cares about any of this. And she calling people, they shady. She calling people when they ain't answering. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand how you took on the co-chair to something important and literally somebody's annual event. Why, if it ain't important to you, why would you even take on co-chair? And then it's literally a week before the event and you ain't answering the person's text. That's really, really some screwed up type of behavior. But Phaedra. I ain't mad at Phaedra, child. Phaedra being Phaedra. I don't see Phaedra being any different now than she's ever been since I've been seeing her on TV. Phaedra just Phaedra. Phaedra is about Phaedra. And Jackie, this one's kind of on you because I don't even know why you picked her. And on that, I'm going on out the door. I want to wait and see what happens. Child, the people will come. They'll give some money. There'll be some money. I don't know if it's going to be 100K, sister. But the people will give to your event just because you're Jackie. You're Dr. Jackie. But I don't know about your little Phaedra affiliation, honey. I think she get ready to show her dirty slip, and y'all won't get the chance to really read her down. Anyway, and remember, Toya's on her because Toya still wants to get into her business. So it's coming. It's coming. It's a coming. It's a coming. It's a coming, Miss Phaedra. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Catch you on the next episode. Bye.